Woodward Sports, let's go.
Woodward Sports, let's go.
Woodward Sports, let's go.
Woodward Sports, let's go.
Woodward Sports Network, let's go!
And good morning to you. Welcome to the Morning Woodward Show, live on the Woodward Sports Network, Detroit's all-digital sports network. My name is Stick. It is a rainy day right here on Woodward in downtown Birmingham, but that's all right. We're going to bring you some sunshine straight from Florida coming up in about a minute or so. But First, let me introduce everybody that's on the stage today. To my right...
Oh, I get to say my name tonight.
Yeah, sorry, man.
Corey, what up, dude?
To my left,
Joey, hello there.
Joey, and then of course, we have Alex and Kareem today training in the producer booth. Let's see, Jeff is here manning all socials, so make sure if you're commenting, you say hi to Jeff. And of course, the one, the only Fish is here, and he will be on with his facts later on today. Why are you calling timeout?
His name is Kareem?
Yeah.
Wow.
I thought that was Adam.
I have, you know what? This is going to be so bad.
Uh-oh.
I have never in my life met a white Kareem.
I don't think he's white.
Hey, he ain't white.
Oh.
Yeah, he's not even white. Way to judge, Corey.
Hey, I'm a judge.
Alex, can you put the camera on yourself so we can see the cultural ambiguous Kareem?
Culturally ambiguous Kareem.
White boy Kareem.
Yeah, there he is.
Okay, white-looking Kareem.
Light-skinned Kareem.
Light-skinned Kareem.
Kareem, talking to the microphone real quick. What nationality are you, Kareem?
I'm actually Lebanese Italian.
Lebanese. Oh, that's why Adam hired
Italian.
you. All right.
Nice.
Lebanese Italian.
Hey,
That's a solid-
Kareem actually is a popular Lebanese name.
Is it?
Oh, yeah, there's a lot.
Very popular.
Learn something new every day.
Corey's like, the first not black Kareem. Wow. Wow.
Hey, I was about to be like, damn, all right, sure. Get it.
Well, I got to be honest, when Adam was like, hey, I got this new kid Kareem coming in today, that is not what I pictured in my head either.
See, all right, thank you. Thank you. Don't
You're
turn me
not
into
on a
a
limb,
ass out
Corey.
here.
You're not on a limb on that one. Welcome to the Morning Woodward Show. We got a lot of stuff to talk about today, and we got your chance to get qualified for crypto coming up at 9 a.m. Plus, Rocket Mortgage Classic is going on. Detroit Dog Rescue is going to be here. But first, you know, we like to bring on several people on this network, and, you know, it's called a network for a reason, because what we want to do is just get together all the people who love Detroit sports and get them right here on the Woodward Sports Network. And, Joey, I'm going to let you introduce the next person.
It's crazy, too, because you're talking about Detroit sports and bringing all of our people together. And
Yep.
Not all diehard Detroit sports fans live here in the Metro Detroit area, because we go out to Florida, where we welcome Rachel Marie Sports to the show. Good morning.
Good morning, guys. How are you?
Good. Do you have sunshine down there?
This morning, but it's been pouring nonstop on and off for like 6 days.
Nice. Well,
Hey, I thought that was a pack of Oreos in your background. I was like, oh,
Hey,
heck
dude, look
no. She got a light on the Oreos.
I would do it, honestly.
So, Rachel, we just wanted to bring you on this morning because your videos have been absolutely killing it on our YouTube page, and, you know, your passion for the Lions. And we want to just kind of introduce you to everybody that watches the Woodward Sports Network, because you're going to be a huge part of it going forward. I mean, do you see the comments on all of your stuff?
I do. I kind of I put it up on this last one on Friday night, and then I looked at it the next day, and I was like, oh my gosh. I try to actually go on there and personally respond too. So keep leaving comments, guys. I like to talk to everybody.
Yeah, and your videos have been great. You know, why don't you share a little bit of insight about your love for the Lions and really what you think is coming up this upcoming season? Because you have great insight. Like, you're a true diehard, dive-in fan.
Yeah. I mean, I was born in Denver, so kind of weird story, but my mom was pregnant with me when they left Detroit, and I just grew up watching Lions football with my dad every single Sunday, so it made the bond between us a little bit stronger and definitely made me this crazy, fierce, passionate fan for the Lions, and I kind of feel like most of One Pride is like that. We all fit in. We all can't even really explain what makes us so loyal, but we're here, and when it's our time, I think it's going to be absolutely amazing for this fan base. I'm super excited for this season coming up, just in general because of these coaching changes, and there's a totally different feel surrounding the locker room and the players, just top to bottom. So I'm just really excited to see what this new regime is going to bring to the field.
Nice. Yeah, Corey's been lucky enough to go to OTAs and mini camps, and he's been giving us some insight from behind the scenes and just the vibe and the culture. And, all the way from Florida, you're picking up that there's a different feel about this team.
Perceptive.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and a lot of Corey's articles and reporting has kind of shown me that, especially what he was writing about mini camps and whatnot. You just see, and I mean, Dan Campbell's press conferences, it's different. It's a breath of fresh air. I know the national media doesn't really love it, but I think he's really finding a way to connect with this fan base and make us all feel like this program's actually heading towards some sort of revival. And it's honestly very, very refreshing.
Being away from Michigan for so long, is it tough? Because, like, Stick, for example, his family, they go out to Arizona, and now they're Suns fans, correct?
Oh, yeah, big time.
And they were Detroit fans in the beginning.
Oh, yeah, big time.
So for you, Rachel, being gone from Detroit, and honestly, so you'd never even lived here in Detroit, correct?
Correct.
Really?
That's amazing.
That is amazing.
That's amazing.
Because her story, when her mom was pregnant, moved from Detroit all the way out to Denver. You've never really lived in Detroit. We statistically and historically have been a bad football team.
You chose this?
You chose this.
I always tell people I was born into this. There's nothing I can do, but you chose this?
I mean, I still feel like I was sort of born into it. I mean, my dad started taking me to Red Wings games when we lived in Texas. So we actually moved from Colorado, lived in Texas for a while, then down into Florida. So my dad just started taking me to Red Wings games, Tigers games. When I was a little bit older, took me to Lions games. And let me tell you, I grew up around Jacksonville, so it's not like that team was a better option. You know what I'm saying?
I was just going to ask you that. I've lived in Florida off and on it a few times. And I know how people in Florida are. How much flack do you get living there and being a Detroit Lions fan?
It's very cliche, actually, because you usually say, yeah, I'm a Detroit Lions fan, and the main response is, oh, I'm sorry. I'm so tired of it. I'm like, get a new line.
Right. It's just a sorry being a Jacksonville Jaguars fan, though.
Yeah, even worse. They've had Blake Bortles at the helm for a long time. So they got a new run coming, though, with Urban Meyer and that whole crew. They got a fun young team down there. But what are you looking forward to most this season out of the Lions? Any area of improvement you're looking for?
I would say just the defense in general. We all know that with Patricia's scheme, it was pretty much just chaos, and it was not fun to watch. So I'm excited to see what Aaron Glenn and Aubrey Pleasant can do with these young DBs. They're known for getting the most out of young defensive backs. So I'm just excited to see if they can bring pressure with the front seven and then help out that secondary by default. I'm looking for a defense that's not ranked 32nd.
Yeah, did you watch Joik's breakdown of the film on our YouTube page? So part of Baligian and Bell is he breaks down film. I got to catch
bits and pieces. Yeah, I didn't get to watch the whole thing because I was working, but
well, that clip's got like 30,000 views right now because he is literally just pointing out how dumb Matt Patricia's defensive schemes were. It's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Something a former Lions player said when I was at OTAs. He was just like, he said, I understand that they're doing certain drills for technique. I get that, but I'm just watching them last year like, what the F are they doing? So I'm glad. So he said, I'm glad to see now that they're getting back to the basics and doing what they need to be doing. It's promising.
My favorite is the people that think they're trolling us in the comment, like, oh, anybody could have done that. Anybody who plays Madden knows about that. And like, it's like, but that's the point. Anybody who plays Madden can figure it out, but our head coach couldn't figure it out. So it's funny to watch those troll comments come through, and it's like, no, really, you're trolling Matt Patricia because you're right. Anybody who does play Madden knows if you overload one side that you're going to have a blocking advantage.
Thank you for proving our point, though.
Thank you for proving our point. So, Rachel, we love you as a contributor here, especially your Lions updates and how you take questions from the fans and answer them. Anything else you got planned for us in the future?
I mean, stay tuned. I like to kind of do a little bit of analysis, put all my research together, but then also hear from the fans and the way that they see things. And then I do like to add a little bit of parody, a little bit of comedy to the content that I contribute, just because I think it's really important to always remember this is football and you got to have fun with it. So definitely stay tuned.
Yeah, you're great on TikTok, too. I love your TikToks.
Oh, amazing.
Real goofy.
And nothing wrong with that. And we got to say congratulations because you just got married, what, a month ago?
May 6th.
Oh,
Yep.
wow. How's married life treating you?
You know, it's good, but I do tell people it's not as different as it might be for other people. We've been together for almost 8 years, so felt like it was meant to be this way either way. But married life is great so far. Taking on a lot of projects, rehabbing a duplex, big things. So we're happy. Yeah, thank you guys.
Now, big question: is he a Lions fan with you? Is he suffering the misery with you?
Actually, crazy story is he is from Schaumburg, outside of Chicago,
yeah.
born and raised. But his family was more into the arts. They're dancers and musicians. Very, very talented family. So they didn't really into big into Chicago sports. And I will tell you right now, I taught him everything that he knows. So unfortunately, he is a Lions fan by default.
Brought him to misery.
I thought you were going to say Bears fan for a second, so we're good. We're good.
Oh no!
Set us up.
Oh no!
Oh, God. Can you imagine being married to a Bears fan? I'd shoot myself.
Like, honestly, that'd be the worst couple relationship ever. You're in Florida, and I'm a Lions fan, and you're a Bears fan.
Yeah, this is not going to work.
Only
Not going
thing
to work.
worse to be a Packers fan, honestly.
Yeah, what do you think about the Aaron Rodgers situation? Do you think he's going to play this season?
I sure hope not.
That's right.
There you go.
You know, I don't know, but I sure hope not, because that leaves the division a little bit more open for us.
That's right. Well, thank you, Rachel Marie. Keep sending your videos and keep putting them up on our YouTube. And we want to bring you on the show, especially as we start gearing up towards the NFL season. We're 29 days away from training camp now. Oh, crap. So, I mean, it's going to be here before we know it. Like, I'm so excited for football season.
Me too. And thank you guys so much for having me. It was fun.
Have a great Monday. Have a great Wednesday, and enjoy the sunshine down there, man.
Don't do that to us, Nick.
Yeah, no, we're not restarting this week, especially with all this rain. Enjoy the sunshine. Send some this way, all right?
Thank you guys.
Thanks,
You're
Rach.
welcome.
You lucky fish didn't catch that because they're like, we're close to the weekend. Don't do it.
So Rachel's awesome. I love having her a part of this network, and you know the things that she provides and the perspective that she has.
Yeah.
And that's what I love when people see her videos. And girls get a weird stigma about them, but then you watch her videos and it's like, man, she's knocking it out of the park to where people are like, this girl's commentary is great. Love what she's doing.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody called her the next Tori Petrie, who just left the Lions, and we just want to make sure we lock her up so the Lions can't take her from us. But honestly, Rachel has great insight. So happy to have her a part of the Woodward Sports Network. So go check out her videos right now on YouTube, and if you like funny TikToks, she's all over our TikTok at Woodward Sports. And we got to give a shout out to our people at Coast Portland. That is where you need to go for all your camping needs or just outdoorsy stuff. You need lanterns, you need headlamps, you need cutting tools, whatever you need, Coast Portland can hook it up. And they're running a deal right now. If you go and check out with promo code WSN20, that's Woodward Sports Network for those at home, WSN20, you get 20% off your order. So if you got a birthday coming up, Father's Day just passed, but if you missed that, you could still get in on this. CoastPortland.com.
I'm looking to bring on another HVAC tech right now.
We are recruiting 5 to 10 techs a month.
We're looking to grow and expand. Every new tech we hire is from Northwestern Tech.
The hands-on training is fantastic.
They're always my first call.
We love hiring Northwestern Tech grads.
They come out trained and ready to work.
Our program is only 10 and a half months, and our next classes are starting soon. So why wait?
I'm looking to hire
Hire a graduate of Northwestern Tech. Northwestern Tech.
Northwestern Tech.
Northwestern Tech.
Welcome back to the Morning Woodward Show, live on the Woodward Sports Network, Detroit's all-digital sports network. Got your chance to qualify for that $25K kick for crypto coming up at about 9 a.m. this morning. And then we got another chance for you to win at noon and 4 o'clock. So make sure you're watching the Woodward Sports Network wherever you take us in, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, or Twitch, or download the app, and you can win from there as well. Let's get into it, man. Last night's game. Good Lord. I was up here yesterday saying the Hawks are going to get destroyed. The Bucks are going to run away with this. And the Hawks came out shooting well. They got up by like 20, 23, 24. But then the Bucks slowly started coming back. They started to take over the game. And then this happens to Giannis. Look at this. He goes up for the rebound. Now watch his right knee. Watch it.
I watched this back a couple times.
Oh.
It's so just ugly.
Oh. And he's just screaming as he goes to the ground. Oh, it's his left knee. My fault. Look at that. Oh. Ooh. Oh, man.
Saddest part was seeing his younger brother walking him off to the bed, to the locker room. It's not the way you want to see Giannis go out. But honestly, you look even from the start to that game when they announced Trae Young not playing in Game 4. The Bucks did not come with any fire in this game. The biggest disappointment, trash game of basketball before Giannis gets injured. They should not have been down by 13 going into halftime.
No.
They should have been up by 20.
I was worried about it. Yesterday, I was up here and I said that the Bucks were going to win Game 5. But I also said I was worried about the Bucks playing down to the level of competition, and that there was one guy that if with Trae Young out, they needed to turn to, and they did. Lemon Pepper Lou. Lou Williams came out and balled out 21 points,
Best
8
nickname
dimes.
ever. Best nickname ever.
Best nickname ever. 21 points, 8 dimes, 5 rebounds. Led all scorers at halftime with 13 points. I mean, he played like the Lou Williams that I know. He's a 3-time 6-man of the year. The guy has averaged 20 points per game at several times throughout his career. He can put these numbers up. The thing about Lou Williams is he's really slept on because he's either been on bad teams or average teams. So you don't really appreciate his game. And one thing that I found out the other day that was pretty interesting, you know Lou Williams has never made over $10 million a season in his career? That's crazy.
I mean, honestly, that doesn't surprise me.
To me, it does.
Really? Being the 6th man of the year, all of
these
his
other
value.
6 men who are getting these, you know, with Luke Kennard getting 4 years, $64 million, and he's
Fair enough.
Lou Williams is a 3-time 6-man of the year. It's kind of shocking.
See, Luke is 1 in a million. I don't know how he has that contract.
Marcus Morris got the same one, 4 years, 64. I don't know. So
LA just got the paper, man.
Marcus is at least playing, unlike Luke. Let's be honest here. Let's be honest here. But the thing I realized with Lou Williams is he's one of those players that when he gets his time out on the court, because he's been getting about 10. He's been averaging about 10, 15 minutes.
Right.
But when you put him out there for that long, he's going to get in his groove, and you saw it. He got comfortable. He felt comfortable, and it showed there with his 21-point stat.
I mean, he played great, but you know what? Before we got to talk about this. Yes, when Giannis went down, that pretty much just sealed the deal. The game was over. And I'm also, shout out to the Bucks on this part. I'm glad that they did not even try to bring him back. I mean, even though he walked back out there.
It was good to see him walk off the court.
It was good to see him walk off the court. He didn't come back. It was good, but I also actually did not even like him coming back out there because I feel that if you have a leg injury, I don't want you anywhere near the court. I want you to just go ahead and stay in the back. But before they went down, Chris Middleton. What you gonna do with this guy? A couple of days ago, I'm looking all on social media, all of my friends and everybody getting into arguments with Chris Middleton is the best player on the Bucks. Chris Middleton is the best scorer in the Bucks. The best scorer in the Bucks last night was 6 for 17 for 16 points.
7 on 3-pointers.
From beyond the 3-point.
But that's what Chris Middleton does. Like, he shows up one game, he's the GOAT. The next game, he's the ghost. Like, literally, that's Chris Middleton.
To GOAT.
Right, from ghost to GOAT. And that's been Chris Middleton.
And you can't win with your number 2 playing like a guy who should be coming off the bench.
Well, now he's the number 1. So we know he can't handle that pressure. So it's going to be interesting to see moving forward. And speaking of not being able to handle pressure, did you see them taunting Giannis shooting free throws?
I mean, he airballed a free throw. So.
Dude, listen to this crowd too. Yeah, when he airballs this free throw, the crowd went insane.
It's followed by the countdown, and again a quick count. Air ball by Giannis. And for the other night. Giannis in the playoffs.
That is the one thing I don't miss about Ben Wallace.
The only thing we do not miss about it.
I love you, Big Ben, but some of those moments when he would airball those free throws, like you just wanted to hide in a bunker somewhere. It was like, oh, God, he's so good, but damn, he's so bad at free throws.
It's so weird because Giannis is a decent shooter.
He's a good player.
So it's like he's a good shooter, but the dude can't shoot free throws. And honestly, I really think it all comes down to the pressure.
And you know what's crazy? He's not a good shooter, but guess what this guy's doing? He's averaging 31 points per game in this series on 60% shooting.
Damn.
He gets the job done. That's the thing. He gets the job done. But it's just the leadership of these other guys. You got to rely on the other teammates when you're gone.
And speaking of shooting, you see that shot over the backboard? Like that was an
Capella.
amazing trick shot. Like you try this in horse every time you play and you never make it. Look at from behind the backboard.
He didn't even react too. That's the best part.
Whoop.
Like, yep, I knew that was in.
That's when shots like that go in. It's just like, all right.
Oh, what's this? All right.
Whatever. Well, what can you do?
It's another shot over the backboard. I like Capella's better.
Yeah. Because Capella's not supposed to make that shot.
Yeah.
Time was ticking. He had to get the shot up, and he sure did.
But you know what's kind of crazy? Let's just say hypothetically, and I know Adam hates these, so I hope he's not running in with the shank.
With the machete.
Game 5's coming up. You're going to have Giannis out, potentially, and we don't know what the status is of Trae Young. If both of those players are out, I'm sorry, I got to get at the Hawks. I think the Hawks have the better
bench.
They have the better support. They have the better cast.
That's literally it now.
Yeah.
Like this is becoming. I mean, I know it's always been a team sport, but now this is becoming a sport of attrition and your team. Because literally, the Suns are the only ones with their 2 All-Stars and pretty much a complete bench. LA is tore up. Hawks tore up. Bucks tore up. It's just crazy this playoffs.
I just hope that either Giannis or Trae, first off, I hope that they're both healthy, but I hope at least one of them comes back because, look, I love that this is going to be a new NBA champion, but nobody wants to see the Bucks or the Hawks in the finals without Giannis or Trae Young. Nobody wants to see that.
Right.
I'm sorry. And one more thing that disappointed me. It is 8:24 a.m. right now, and I have not seen any notification about Nate McMillan being extended.
Still.
I know that there's the playoffs going on. I know that they have business to take care of, but I'm curious to figure out what's the holdup of removing this interim tag.
Stupidity.
Yeah,
that's all I could go with. Stupidity. I don't know
this
what
should
they're
not be
waiting
a
for.
6-game series. He has this team overachieving.
Right.
Even with Giannis going down. Because look, when Giannis went down, you know what they did that I like? When Giannis went down, they went for the kill.
Yes.
They just like, all right, he's down. They were already up, but when he went down, all right, we smell blood. We're going for the kill. And they didn't let up.
Yeah.
That's what you want to see. You want to see a team go for the kill when they see they got a chance to go for the death blow.
Yeah, and we've seen that the last 2 games in the Eastern Conference and Western Conference Finals. Like the Suns could have put away the Clippers. They came out lackadaisical as hell. And then you saw it last night. Like they could have put a stranglehold, or the Bucks could have gotten back in. I don't know, but either way,
what the problem is,
I just hate when they this is on coaching to me. If you can't get your teams up for these games, if you can't get them playing like it's Game 7 of the finals for these moments, you're never gonna make it to a Game 7.
It is coaching, but also too, it's got to be on the players because
I agree.
I don't know how much more motivated the Suns can be. You're 1 game away from the NBA Finals and you play like that,
right? But you don't know Monty's message in the locker room, like, "Hey, we got 3 chances to lock this up. If we don't do it today, like you never know." Just like sending that like little wrong message can make a team relax just a little bit. And it's got to be, listen, guys, if we don't close them out here, our season could come to an end. You don't want the pressure of going back to LA. And then if we win that game, you don't want
but at this point, the coach honestly doesn't have to be that guy anymore. It's on the players.
That's
I mean, this is championship.
How much more motivated you got to be? You got a championship
it's your job.
on your side.
You got to coach him up. Like, it's
you do. That's definitely his job. But at this point,
get him mentally prepared. That's why the Zen Master was so good at his. It wasn't always about like flipping the table over and getting them fired up that way, but like challenging them mentally and stuff like that.
Yeah, I see. I see what you mean. Like at certain points in the game, if you see those guys, being lackadaisical, hey, snap out of it, push that button, get them ready for it. But these teams are starting out the gate. Like they're playing like Eeyore or something like that. Like Eeyore sound like this all whatever.
You watch the Bucks though, and you can't even say the coaching on this when you see Chris Middleton, Drew Holiday not stepping up doing their role whatsoever. This was even far before Giannis got hurt. You just don't see them playing with that championship mentality.
Right.
They've never
coach didn't get them focused.
What coach, man? You a professional basketball player.
I get it. But they're still human beings that need to be motivated.
No, you get motivated by championships. At this point, if that's not the motivator, screw the coach. If that's not the motivator, you do not deserve to be here. That's why I want to see the Hawks.
The coach has to put you in position to win on the court and get you ready mentally.
He can only do so much. If he can push, if he's trying to find different buttons to push and nothing is registering, then at some point it's got to be the player, because again, not to just sound like a broken record, you're this close to the NBA Finals. A lot of these guys have never even sniffed this opportunity ever. So that should be something that's keeping you up at night. That should be something when you touch the court, you're ready to go. Yes, Mike Budenholzer should have pushed some buttons. Yes, Monty Williams should have pushed some buttons, but at the same time, those guys cannot play down to the level of competition like they did.
You know who had fun last night? Shaq. You see Shaq on the post game? Dude, I love Shaq.
You gotta love Shaq.
Dude, watch him go to work right now. A-Town down, baby. And turn it up, too, real quick, Alex.
Well, no, if you book.
Look, if you book.
And the series is tied at 2 games apiece. No, if you book.
Oh man,
Shaq's easily one of my favorite human beings in this planet.
Dude, the best personality of all time.
That wasn't even the best clip last night. I meant to send it over to Alex. The best clip last night was Charles Barkley getting on entitled players.
Oh God,
and players who feel that they're too scrutinized. That was.
Could we crown Barkley as one of the best basketball players, worst analysts?
Yeah.
Like seriously,
that clip last night was
entertaining.
But that clip last night was spot on.
It was.
Yeah. So we'll find out what happens tonight when the Clippers take on the Suns. And then obviously Game 5 is going on tomorrow night in that series that we were just talking about. And coming up next, we got Joey's News, where Chauncey Billups straightens out, at least comments on what happened in 1997. You're going to want to hear these comments coming up next. But first, let me tell you about our people at Levels. Their grand opening is happening July 23rd in Centerline. And you're going to want to be a part of this. It's going to be so fun to be out there. We're going to be broadcasting live as a morning show. We just ordered some specialty stuff to give away.
That was my first time in my life ever ordering some grinders, man. That was pretty awesome.
Yeah, so we got some grinders and some lighters to give away, Woodward Sports Style. There's going to be vendors out there, food trucks, all types of good stuff's going on. And it's all weekend long. It's going to be a weekend celebration at Levels, but we'll be out there on that Friday, July 23rd. So make sure you come join us and take a sneak peek right now. Go to enjoylevels.com or follow them at enjoylevels on Instagram.
Good morning, everyone.
Extra, extra, read all about it.
Let's get into Joey's News.
Let's go.
Man, you tell anybody, Trae Young is going to be out tonight, automatically saying they're losing by 22.
Right.
But it wasn't that way. The Bucks lose to the Hawks by 22. And now the big question, honestly, is can the Bucks get past the Hawks without Giannis, and will Chris Middleton step up? Those are my two questions.
Who knows? Honestly, I don't know what the hell to think anymore about this NBA Finals, especially in the Eastern Conference.
Yeah.
No clue what to think.
Yeah.
This whole NBA playoffs is just about who can stay healthiest.
Right.
It's like, well, survival of the fittest. But in this series,
oh, that knee. Oh, God, watching anybody get hyperextended like that hurts.
Yes. Especially a guy like Giannis. Love that guy.
I really don't want him to play next game, but at the same time, I do want him to play next game.
Just damn.
You know what?
It hurts to watch.
It does.
I feel it.
It really does.
I'm going Hawks.
You going Hawks?
I'm going Hawks in Game 5.
Nice. All right.
And we move on. Larry Brown has agreed to be an assistant coach at Memphis with Penny Hardaway.
That's awesome. Larry Brown, to me, is probably the greatest basketball coach of all time. And I'll have that argument with anybody because he's done it at multiple levels. Every team he's ever went to has improved no matter what shit hand he was dealt. The only time he was given a decent team was here in Detroit, and he turned us into champions. So Larry Brown.
We love him in Detroit. That's for damn sure.
If you're a basketball fan, you got to respect Larry Brown.
I respect Larry Brown. I love him. I'm just mad that I know he couldn't tell me the truth, but I'm mad he lied to me.
Oh yeah. Well,
yeah. But great.
Get used to it, Corey.
Yeah, I know,
especially you're gonna be in these locker rooms and stuff. You're gonna get lied to a lot.
But great for him. Great for Penny Hardaway. I thought that he was gonna go ahead and go take the Orlando Magic job, but he said last night on his Instagram that he hopes to one day become the coach of the Orlando Magic, but right now is not the time for him. Focused on winning a national championship, and to bring in a guy like Larry Brown on his coaching staff, that's only gonna, one, help Penny Hardaway grow even more as a coach, and two, that's going to be a hell of a recruiting tool.
Yep, just play the right way.
That's what I love most, like what this does for Penny to be learning under him as his assistant.
Right.
That's going to be amazing for him.
I couldn't imagine looking down your bench and Larry Brown is your assistant.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing.
And this one had us all by shock last week when we heard about 1997 and Chauncey Billups. He was asked about the 97 sexual assault allegations, and this is what he had to say.
I first want to talk about a little bit what Neil talked about, and that's the incident that happened in 1997. There's not a day that goes by that I don't think about how every decision that we make could have a profound impact on a person's life. I learned at a very young age as a player, and not only a player, but a young man, a young adult, that every decision has consequences, and that's led to some really, really healthy but tough conversations that I've had to have with my wife, who was my girlfriend at the time in 1997, and my daughters about what actually happened and about what they may have to read about me in the news and in the media. But this experience has shaped my life in so many different ways. My decision making, obviously, who I allow to be in my life, the friendships and the relationships that I have, and how I go about them. It's impacted every decision that I make. It really has. And it shaped me in some unbelievable ways. So, I know how important it is, really to have the right support system around you, in particular during tough, difficult times. And it's something that I've tried to instill in all of the players that I've played with over the course of my career, just sharing some of my experiences and things, and maybe it will help them down the road at some point. But
there is a lot to unpackage in that statement. I mean, that's a minute and 20 seconds of Chauncey, and I didn't really hear a denial in that statement.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I didn't really like the statement that much. It made me want to dig more. It was kind of like, I know it was only so much he could really say about it, but that statement was a lot of nothing to me.
See, I took a lot out of that statement, honestly. Like, the way I interpreted what he was saying is that shit went down. He was there, and it was more to do with the people surrounding him, and he got rolled into it just because maybe he didn't stop it, but he knew about it. And that's my interpretation. I do not know if that is fact, so nobody write this down and take this and run with it. But when I was listening to him talking about, hey, it's about how I reevaluate who's around me, how I act, the decisions that I make, and that could be, dude opened the door, saw some shit, closed the door, walked away.
And that's honestly that's the thing that was kind of confusing, because Antoine Walker, that's exactly what he settled for years later after the 97. Okay. He settled out of the civil suit with the victim because he didn't do anything to stop it. So I'm still kind of curious of what Ron Mercer and Chauncey Billups' role was if Antoine Walker was the one who settled like they did, because he didn't do anything about it.
And I mean, when you watch it too, I mean, the way he says, my wife, who was my girlfriend at the time, and then my daughters, you could tell obviously it's a regret. No matter what it was, I'll never forgive anybody for any sexual abuse. I don't know what this was, but I could appreciate the fact that he's working through it.
Yeah.
He's got his girlfriend then, now his wife and his daughters, and saying, hey, this is going to be something that you're going to read about in the news. And I can only imagine how hard it is on the family. But it's just crazy to hear about something in 2021 from 97 as brand new news.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's not brand new news to his wife. Obviously, she was with him through that time and stayed with him through that time. So that shows the power of their relationship and, you know, how they can work through anything. Because I don't know too many women who would stay with a dude if he was, you know, accused of sexually assaulting somebody on the side. But there, I mean, this story is just, it's going to keep unraveling.
Oh, yeah.
Because now that it, you know, now that Pandora's box is open, we're going to start hearing more and more about it. And people are going to want to know more and more about it. But that statement by Chauncey Billups, when I saw it, I was just like, oof, man, that was not a hard denial. That was not a, hey, I did nothing wrong. That was kind of a soft admission to, I fucked up. I didn't do what I should have done as a man, and I learned from it, but at the same time, I wish I didn't need that lesson.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Soft admission to some type of guilt.
Yes. So... yeah, Chauncey, I mean, I still love Chauncey and everything he brought here, but, like, it's crazy that in 04, 7 years beyond that, when he's winning a championship and is the MVP of the finals. That
top of the top of all time.
And I get social media wasn't around then. Cancel culture wasn't as big back then.
There
but this isn't a cancel
media journalisms.
I went on Facebook because after we talked about it, I went on Facebook and I asked, like, you know, people on my timeline, had they heard about it?
Yeah.
And a lot of people didn't know, but there were some people that like, yeah, I did know about it when they brought it up when he went to the Trailblazers, the Timberwolves.
Okay.
That was brought up. Some people did know about it, so it's just like,
why was it then?
Do you think that's part of the reason the Celtics got rid of him?
It could be. You never know.
Now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, I mean, it could be. He did end up leaving there and going straight to the Timberwolves.
Yeah, because you don't spend a number 3 overall pick on a guy and then just send him away for chips, you know? Like, and that's kind of what happened with Chauncey. Like, Rick Pitino got rid of him so early in his career.
So
you thought it was something wrong with his game when clearly, you know, time played out that it had nothing to do with his game. So maybe they were just like,
this
hey,
is gonna break
let's keep this quiet.
Yeah. Let's get rid of this headache right now while we can, brush it under the rug and whatnot. Because let me see, it happened in '97. Yeah,
that's when he was drafted.
Yeah, so
that's what's crazy about this. This is the year he drafted.
Right.
Also, too, you know what I found interesting, and me and a couple of my friends were talking about this. How in the world it's kind of weird how ESPN was breaking this story and something sort of like that, but he was hired at ESPN. Like, didn't they do their vetting and know about this? And it's kind of found it weird that they're breaking a story on a guy they probably, you know, if that was a big issue for them, why did they hire him?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. To me, this whole situation's weird because if you were to line up all the Detroit Pistons of all time and be like, name the guy that has sexual assault that you don't know about, Chauncey would probably be last on my list.
Right. Like
I can't believe you just shouted out Rasheed Wallace, but like Chauncey would be last on my list by far.
Literally. I mean, that's the thing too. It goes back to what we mentioned yesterday about this whole thing is you know people, but you don't fully know people. And Chauncey would not be that person that you could look at and say, oh yeah, this is the guy that did that. But
yep. Well, he's openly talking about it now. I like that he's not running from it, at least, and he's not saying no comment or, you know, due to courts, I can't comment on this or anything. He's addressing it. He's saying he fucked up. He's saying that he's a better person for it. You know, he's teaching his daughters. He had to deal with it with his wife. I don't ever want to have that conversation with my daughters or my wife if I ever have daughters. Like, I couldn't imagine being like, hey, yeah, Dad was accused of raping a girl because I was negligent back in the day. Like, dude,
but at the end
that's
of the day,
got to be an impossibly hard conversation.
At the end of the day, though, human beings make mistakes, and you got to move past them. So, I mean, you look at his girlfriend and what she fought through to get that, and then obviously now for the family and the girls that they raise.
Yeah, so we'll keep you up to date on all the things Chauncey Billups, obviously, you know, local Detroit legend. So we got to follow this, and yeah, thank you for putting that in your news, Joey.
And we move on. Coach Kale on some lighthearted news. Coach of Kentucky, the coolest coach at these pool parties. They have gone viral with this TikTok dunk. I love it.
Welcome to Kentucky Basketball Pool Party.
Out up here, just out there in the pool having some fun, going
Coach
crazy. It's amazing right there,
That
Coach
is
Kale.
awesome.
And Serena Williams, this one we got to talk about. retires with the injury from her round 1 match at Wimbledon.
Yeah, me and Fish were watching yesterday, and she started crying, and she just slipped and hurt her leg, man, and she couldn't continue.
I love Serena. I really do.
Yep.
And it's just seeing her go down and the emotions. And who else? There was another. What was the guy's name that went down as well?
Fish, do you know?
I forget his name.
There another tennis player that
There
went
was
down
another tennis
yesterday?
player that went down.
I mean, there were several. There were
Okay.
at least, I don't know, 8 falls I've seen, and I haven't been watching Wimbledon as much as I usually do. So there's a lot of falls on grass.
Yeah, crazy. That grass is slick.
Man, yeah,
grass
for real.
is slick. They should be playing in cleats. You get out there in cleats.
You wouldn't think that tennis would be the sport having all these injuries like that.
Yeah, I love tennis, man. It's a fun sport.
Like to play or watch?
Yeah, I love playing tennis.
Dude, we were in that meeting yesterday, and it was on. Like watching tennis is actually so relaxing.
Yeah, it's a fun sport, man. We should do a Woodward Sports tennis tournament.
Yeah. You probably wouldn't. You got that long arm
dude, with a racket in my arms, I'm like 47 feet. Like I could be in both your
comes
cameras.
in both of our cameras.
Right?
Hey, you must hit me in the nose.
We move on. Something super special in MLB is when a pitcher is leading the league in home runs, and a name that we just talked about yesterday, Shohei Ohtani.
Man.
With home run number 28 after hitting 2 yesterday.
Jesus.
Do it again. He got another one. There is no containing.
There's no containing him, as the announcer was saying.
Dude, that guy is just a cheat code. Like, period. He's better than everybody.
It's like, you remember when you would play these video games and you could go in and you could edit the attributes and then go up to all the way to 99?
Yep.
It's what you're doing for him, I swear.
Yeah, no, he's the cheat code. That's it. Adam texted me last night. He's like, bro, this guy's broken. Like, I don't know what is going on. He's spazzing out. He's a robot. Like, just an amazing ball player, man.
He's fun to watch. I mean, he has me turning every time I look on my phone. Up, another highlight.
Yep. Must see Ohtani.
And there was almost a beautiful no-hitter yesterday for the Colorado Rockies. German Marquez with the almost no-hitter versus the Pirates came 3 outs away from setting MLB records. And right here you see Trevor Story, who gave all of his efforts to save this no-hitter, which was before all the...
Oh, nice.
Beautiful grab. I want you to watch this in slow motion because it is just a great catch right here. Look how high he got
full
up off
extension.
the ground.
Love that. And, you know, whenever there's a no-hitter, there's always like 2 or 3 plays like that throughout the game. That
team effort.
Yeah, it literally is. Like when Verlander had his, and I forget who was playing center field, but they made a tremendous catch over their shoulder into the gap, and it saved the no-hitter. There's always some freak play like that.
Imagine being the person that lets up,
right?
Drops the ball or something.
Or Jim Joyce.
There you go.
Yeah. Jim Joyce.
After that ugly 13-5 loss the Tigers took against the Indians, we are back for redemption today at 4:10. And did you guys see this picture of the Lightning yesterday over at Comerica Park?
I saw us tweet it. Yeah, it looked beautiful.
Look how pretty that is right there.
Absolutely beautiful, man. Who took that picture? Do we know?
I do not know, actually. It was tweeted, and the tweet that I saw, there was no photo credit. But shout out to whichever Detroit photographer took this, because honestly, I love just pictures overlooking Comerica Park.
Dude, that's an amazing shot. Our city's so beautiful sometimes, man, especially on those shots.
Yep. And lastly, in College World Series, Mississippi State sending it to final game 6. Mississippi State getting that 13-2 win. And I love this right here. Look at the picture. Play it back one more time from the top and listen to what he says. Woodward Sports, what?
Let's go. That's awesome. So it's going to a game 3, man. You can't ask for much more of the College World Series than that. I'm going to take Vanderbilt, though.
Yeah. Yeah, when you saw Vandy in that game 1, Mississippi State bounced back, though. Gave them that ass whooping yesterday, 13-2. So it's going to definitely be up for grabs. And we go off to Jeff to add some Jeff news. What do we got?
All right, today on What's Trending with
Let's get that mic on real quick.
Adam, can you turn Jeff's mic on? Thank you, sir. Go ahead, Jeff.
Today on What's Trending with Jeff, I have
one more time. I don't think it's on.
Yeah, Adam, you just turned our mics up very loud.
Very, very loud.
Yeah. Yeah, we're very loud now.
Teach him, Fish.
Nope, you're not on. What's going on over there in the sound booth?
Technical difficulties.
Okay.
He's not on. It's not coming through the headphones.
You hear it? He hears it.
Okay, well, go ahead, Jeff.
All right, so what's trending today on What's Trending with Jeff, we have it's my proposition to the audience and to the guys.
He ain't on. Comment. Do you hear him right now?
Yeah, let us know if you can hear Jeff, because we can't.
You know what?
Just do it, Jeff. Go ahead.
Here's the pitch. Oh, shoot. Oh, he's still alive. Will he make the throw? Missed it. Oh.
Get this out. Thank you guys for sticking with us. Are we back live? We good again? All right. Well,
we still want to hear about David Hall's sexiness, though.
Yeah, let's see what David Hall has to say, and we'll be right back on the Woodward Sports Network.
Hi, I'm David Hall from Hall Financial. And at Hall Financial, we treat our clients like family. And our number one priority is giving each of our clients 5-star service. Our passion for 5-star service, combined with our expertise, allows us to find the best possible solution for refinancing your home loan. We take the time to focus on both the individual and the numbers. We're going to walk you through the process and close your loan in half the time of our competition. Go to davidhallmortgage.com today.
So it's a big weekend here in Detroit. The Rocket Mortgage Classic tees off tomorrow. It starts, but today is the Pro-Am, and our very own Chad Johnson from Lady Jane's and, of course, Woodward Sports is going to be playing in the Pro-Am. We're sending some people out there. Nick Leach is going to be a part of that group.
And, you know, Chad's teammate.
Braylon Edwards?
Yes, sir.
So Braylon is also going to be a part of that group. It's going to be a fun day for them, and D-Mac was able to catch up with Bryson DeChambeau and kind of ask him about what the course is going to play like, and amateurs like us, what would we look for if we were playing? And this was kind of a cool moment between the two of them.
Hey Bryson, back to Detroit. What would you give the amateur guys to play this course? What would the advice be that can't hit it as far as you, but how to play this court efficiently?
The most important thing is trying to get it in the fairway. That's number one. And 3-putting avoidance is key out here. If you can just try and lag it up there to 2-3 feet compared to hitting it past or trying to go for it, That's going to save you a lot of shots in this golf course.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What's up, guys? Darren McCarty, Woodward Sports Network out here, Detroit Golf Club, giving you a little preview for the Rocket Mortgage Classic, our boy Bryson DeChambeau. So, Nikki's out here with me. We're on 17. We got the tie for the lead to bring it on into the par 5. They're letting us play. We're way back in the tips. We're gonna try to, we're not, we're up. We're just gonna massage that one down there. There you go, we're off and running. We gotta get in with 2 pars to make the playoff. Maybe we'll birdie one, but we'll be back with the preview here, Woodward Sports Network.
And the crowd goes crazy.
Right. 2 things I noticed from that video. D-Mac is a hell of a golfer, very smooth, and his boy Nick has a great ass.
Oh, I didn't see that. Play that back one more time.
That's slow motion. No, but honestly, D-Mac, like, what a smooth stroke that dude's got when he's swinging.
When he just walked up, like he's talking, walks up. What's it sound like, Fish?
don't go to the audio booth right now. What are you doing, Joey?
We're having crazy technical difficulties.
Rookie move. Fish gives you the wanker
Are
sign.
you jerking it off, Fish?
So Rocket Mortgage Classic, it's going to be fun this weekend. It looks like the weather is starting to clear out. We're supposed to get, honestly, it was supposed to be epic-style rain for the entire
is it clear?
10 days. But, yeah, it's starting to look like after, 2 p.m. today, starting to look a little better, and then everything's going to clear up for the weekend. It's looking like it's going to be a beautiful 4th of July weekend here in Detroit.
Dude, Chad and Braylon, they're on a money mission. They're trying to go for that W, and they got paired up with the 2 pros. We got to shout out Rob Oppenheim and Troy Merritt, the 2 pros that they're going to be out there golfing with. So I'm excited to just follow up today. I mean, you follow us on social media. You follow us on social media, not if you do.
Yep.
You'll see all these updates from out there at the Rocket Mortgage Classic.
Yeah, what was funny yesterday is, we were talking to Chad before he went to play, and, we were just teasing him because we were like, with nobody around you, is it harder or easier? Because when you're in a program, you're playing with a pro, so there's pressure on you. Like, think Happy Gilmore when Happy Gilmore was shanking everything and Bob Barker beat his ass. But Chad's like, no, man, I need the pressure. I play better with that pressure. So I don't know. If I had a pro looking over my shoulder, I'd be like, God, this guy's watching every single inch of my swing. Am I doing it wrong? But, they're going to thrive off that pressure, baby.
That's what I love about it, too. It's like sometimes these pros are still ordinary people. Obviously, if you're the top of the top with, the Bows and all them, you're next level. But with golf, I mean, we see it with our very own Tim Pierce every time he's in here.
Yep.
Like, he was out there as a pro.
So what is your guys' 4th of July plans? I mean, I'm going up north. I'm going to be out on Friday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week. So I'm going to be up north. They do fireworks on the lake. I have my little cabin on, so that's going to be amazing. My mom's going to be up there. My wife and her mom and uncle are coming up. Uncle Don's coming up. Uncle Don, the legend, is coming up. So yeah,
that's gonna be fun, man. I'm excited. So when are you going? You're taking a day off, right?
Taking Friday off. So Thursday we got softball at 6:30, and then I'm driving straight up there after softball. And you know what?
A day off.
Yeah,
that's interesting.
About
taking
time.
a day off, Corey.
About time.
Well, that's wow. All
yeah.
Right.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
That's weird.
It's been a grind these past 8 months. I got to be honest with you.
I mean, if anybody deserves a day off, it's you. So yeah.
Thanks, man. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't look at me as working hard. I take my time off.
Adam just got back from vacation, so yeah.
Hey, Adam and I are chilling, man. You're stupid, man. You work too much.
No, man. We got a great thing going on here, and honestly, this isn't work to me. I know I'm gonna feel weird not coming into work for 3 days.
Oh, he's gonna wake up and be like, "Oh shit!"
Honestly, this is the first time in my life to where you feel guilty taking time off.
Yeah,
it's the weirdest feeling, but
and it's a personal guilt. It's not like anybody's putting that guilt on us.
But the thing you got to realize, man, this is the time to take it off. There's gonna be half of Michigan hitting the road going up north.
Yes,
and. You deserve that time off, and it's going to be great. But you go back to asking what we're going to be doing. I'm excited to go out to the Rocket Mortgage Classic for my first time and go out there and cover it for some Woodward Sports Media and
What
Just
day
have
you
some
going?
fun.
Do you know?
Honestly, I'm going to try and make it out there every single day for a little bit.
Awesome.
And I've never been out there to the course, and I've never been out there for the classic.
The course is beautiful. It's right by University of Detroit. You know, you looked. Remember, you've seen the course because I was buying that house on Pontchartrain before someone broke in and flooded it and fucked up my whole plans of living on the golf course. But yeah, it's a beautiful course.
Yeah.
If Joey gets me any passes, I'm just gonna walk up there because I'm like
let's go.
10 minutes away from there, so I'm not gonna be doing it too much. Well, outside of Saturday, because Saturday
you're going today, aren't you, Corey?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Am I? I'm sorry. Yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm supposed to be going today, but my uncle and my family, they're gonna be barbecuing on Saturday. So
this is the one you invited me to, right?
Yes.
All right.
You invited Joey to a barbecue?
I'm going.
You ever been to a barbecue?
Oh yeah.
All right.
I
used to go with Foodie all the time.
Okay.
I gotta make sure everything
that's
is
the
still,
OG.
Gotta make sure everything is still going on, but yeah, you know, with the weather and whatnot. But yeah, come on through, Joey, and you're gonna have some food, and trust me, I'm not one of those people who says, "Hey, the food is good," and the food is really bad. You know, to the side.
Macaroni salad, the peas all mush.
It's gonna be good. You're gonna have a good time.
What are they barbecuing?
My uncle's a chef, so he's
man.
Yeah, he's a chef, and he also has the actual cooking from my grandma too. So it's like he's mixing that southern flavor with the culinary arts. So it's gonna be a lot of it out there. Macaroni, all the meats and stuff, whatever you want out there.
Yeah, what are if you're watching right now, drop in the comment section. What are your 4th of July traditions? Because this is when Michigan shines.
I'm trying to think of traditions though. Like, what traditions do you normally have? Going up north, is that one for you?
Well, yeah, now, ever since I bought that place, 5 years ago, like, I've spent every 4th of July up there. So, yeah, that's become a new family tradition. Obviously, barbecuing, that's something I do every 4th of July. Now, pontoon boats, watching the fireworks on the lake. Like, I've always been a big fireworks guy. One year, I did the whole west side of the state. Like, we hit Grand Haven, we hit South Haven, we hit Ludington, and we were able to catch the fireworks in each city on the way up.
Does it time it out to where it's like you're on this night, night?
Yep. They were like South Haven was like the 2nd, Grand Haven was like the 3rd, and on the 4th was Ludington.
Which one had the best? I love Grand Haven's
South
views.
Haven. South Haven was the best, man.
Really?
It was right on the beach. It was absolutely beautiful. Like, there were tons of people there, and it was just such a fun road trip. If you've never done that, if you've never just gone up the west side of the state and like just kind of rolled along Lake Michigan, you're missing out.
I'm not joking. If it wasn't for our Petoskey RV resort trip, I would not have cared to tour Michigan whatsoever. But now it's seriously been a bucket list. I was talking to my fiance, like, I don't want to be that couple that just goes to Florida and hops on a plane and goes to California, wherever. I want to tour across Michigan every single summer.
And you're keeping the money here in the state, too, man. You're helping out, like, local businesses here.
Yep.
Yeah, that just really tripped me out when we did that. Had that list of the Michigan summer bucket list, and I just started Googling some of that stuff. I'm like, wait a minute, you mean to tell me I'm spending money for a flight to go do some of the stuff that's in the backyard? It's only a 3-hour drive. Oh, hell no. I'm at least going to scratch the surface of this state before I start spending any more money out of town.
Yeah, and I know it sounds weird, but go on a lighthouse tour, man. Like, that's probably the least manly thing I'll ever say on this show, but go on a lighthouse tour. It's awesome.
Is it sweet?
It is sweet. Like, Michigan has so many lighthouses, obviously, because we have so much coastline, but it's fun to just explore them, go check them out, take pictures. Like, your ladies will love it, I promise you. Ladies love lighthouses for some reason.
You see that, Corey? He said ladies, plural for you.
Yeah, take all
plural
your ladies
for you.
I have none right now, man. It's hard living over here.
My mom is like, why doesn't Corey have a girlfriend? I'm like, Mom, Corey does okay. He's good.
It's a
drought.
It's a drought.
So ladies, hit us in the DMs right now.
It's the Sahara right now.
So it takes someone to the barbecue, man. That's how you do it. Invite some ladies to the barbecue.
See, I can invite.
Do you?
I can invite an actual lady friend to the barbecue, but because my family would know who the friends are. If I bring just I can't bring no random there because they're like, "Is this your girlfriend?" No, Do you do that or you don't do that? No, because my family knows if I bring home outside of a real friend, if I bring a woman to any family event, they already know that he's serious or he's talking to her because. We don't do that bringing 6 and 7 different people around the family. When you bring somebody around the family, like, okay.
Y'all ready for something crazy?
I never worried about that.
Y'all ready for something crazy? My parents have never met a single girl that I've talked to my entire life until my fiance.
Oh, I know. I've only met like 2 girls you dated your entire life.
Yeah.
And we're boys.
It's weird. I've always been that dude that just kind of, unless I know it's going to be long term, it's messed up to say. I knew all of those girls in the past were not long term, but it's the fact. Facts is facts.
Hey, real talk. My longest relationship, that's the only girlfriend that met my family because I knew I ripped. For at least for that time, I'm like, hey, I'm gonna be with her for a minute.
See, it'd be a girl I picked up from the club and smashed. I'd take her to breakfast with the family the night before. Yeah, like mom would be like, "How long you been? I just met this bitch last night, but she's here for the turkey legs. What's up?"
She's here for the turkey legs.
Let me ask you this: would your parents? Because listen,
my mom's met like 70 girls,
but you're bringing random chicks over.
Yeah,
she got to know you're smashing like that.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think she would assume.
Yo, I can't do it because the one time I brought a high school girlfriend over and she did the ultimate no. I brought her over on Thanksgiving. What is the one thing that you're supposed to do if you go inside of an elder's crib or you go in somebody's house?
Take your shoes off.
Well, not besides that. That's
what I was thinking.
She walked into my grandma's house and did not speak to anybody.
What?
Wait. That's a rule for anybody's house.
Yes. And then the next day, my grandma, she walked in my house thinking that she was a diamond and she ain't shit but a cut piece of glass.
Oh, damn. Cubic zirconian bitch.
Now I see why you don't bring girls
so that's
over.
Why I'm
Your
like,
family's ruthless.
My family is the nicest people in the world, but if you pull some stunt like that, it gets ugly.
Yeah, man, because that's just disrespectful. Like, you show respect, and that is always the risk you run. Like, how's this girl gonna act around my family? And I've had some good luck, but damn. There's been a couple duds.
Yeah.
Mom was like, what are you doing?
I mean,
don't worry, Mom. She's cool in other places. Don't worry about that. She's loud other places. All right, let's get somebody
Best
qualified.
part about this, hold up. Best part about this, Stick knows Mama Dawn is watching right now.
I got nothing to hide from my mom. She pretty much knows 99% of my life.
Hey, she just said, I think I've met a lot of girls.
See? And I've met them, yes.
The best part, too, just meets a chick at the club and brings her over for Christmas dinner.
Sneaking girls in. Okay, let's get my family out of the chat right now. Let's do this. $25K in crypto. Let's get you qualified. Plus, you're going to be hooked up with an awesome prize from Coast Portland. We'll get you a headlamp or a knife. It depends on what you want. All you got to do right now is enter crypto. I want everybody watching on Facebook or YouTube or Twitter or Twitch, type the word crypto, CRYPTO, in the chat right now, and we will get somebody qualified for that grand prize. Kick for Crypto coming at you July 23rd. That is going to be a full day. We have levels in the morning, and then we got Kick for Crypto in the afternoon. So make sure you qualify right now. Just comment crypto, whether you're watching on any platform. Jeff is going to select a winner. He'll message you back, and we will get you qualified for that $25K. When we come back, there is one Lion on the list of the top offensive players under 25. We'll discuss it next on the Woodward Sports Network.
Tony is a third-generation logger that has a simple, practical approach to life and work. That's why his Coast DX342 knife is perfect for him. The stainless steel blade is rust-resistant and made for all-weather use. And the double roll-lock safety ensures that it will never inadvertently close when he doesn't want it to. That's why Coast is trusted tough.
Hey, welcome back to the Morning Woodward Show, live on the Woodward Sports Network. Thank you guys for waking up with us, and don't forget to comment the word crypto right now in the chat for your chance to qualify to get into our $25K Kick for Crypto contest. And I can't wait for this. Like, it's going to be so dramatic when the ball is in the air, and it's like, oh my God, it's got a chance, it's got a chance, it's got a chance. And if somebody wins, we are going to go absolutely ballistic.
Dude, nuts. And like normally with contests, you don't want a winner for like something like this because you're going to lose all the money. Hell no. We want this winner so badly because just think about how crazy we'd be going.
Oh my God, the whole crowd's gonna go nuts. And if we finalize this location where we're gonna have it, it's already gonna have a pretty big crowd there. Ooh. So you're gonna be doing this in front of hundreds of people. And my God, if somebody wins, it's good. I can't wait for it. But let's get into it. I love this when good news about the Lions and the top offensive players under 25 years of age has been put out by Nick Shook, a guy named Nick Shook. And I pretty much agree with everybody on this list. So let's run it down real quick. The quarterback that they have on the list, Lamar Jackson, Jonathan Taylor at running back, Josh Jacobs at running back, A.J. Brown, Justin Jefferson, DK Metcalf, T.J. Hockenson. Like, damn, that's a hell of a team.
That is a good-ass lineup.
Yeah, and then you have, of course, your linemen, which, aren't as sexy, but you got McCoy, Lewis, Anu, and Riffs, and Becton. So let's just talk about the skill position players, because fantasy football is pretty much all we care about when it comes to these positions. Hockenson making it at tight end is definitely something that we're looking forward to in the future. He just got done winning his championship belt for Tight End University that George Kittle is putting on. Hockenson walked away with an award there. So the guy's picking up momentum. He's getting a lot of national love, and he's switching quarterbacks this year, so it's going to be interesting to see what Hockenson actually does this year. But the kid has all the tools.
He definitely has all the tools, and again, right now, although he has not played a game with Jared Goff, just looking at them in OTAs and minicamp, you can see that they're building a chemistry. Just the looks, the nonverbals they give each other, and I think that he's going to have a great season. He's even spoke very glowingly of Jared Goff, so hopefully this will be the breakout year for T.J. Hockenson.
That's got to be so tough, to get a new quarterback, even being a new NFL player yourself, having a breakout season like he did, and to see him. But, I mean, I'm not surprised by that whatsoever. The dude's one of the cleanest route runners as a tight end, and dude's going to ball out this year.
Yeah, I love T.J. Hockenson. I love that he's a part of that tight end crew with Kelsey, with Kittle. Waller was out there, but those guys are just like animals. They're football player animals. They remind me, all of them, of Dan Campbell's attitude.
Oh, definitely, especially now that T.J. Hockenson has the hair flowing like Dan Campbell did when he was a Lion. They kind of look like they were similar. They don't play similar, leave it alone. But
yeah. Let's not have a similar record like he did.
Hockenson had 101 targets last year, 67 receptions, 723 total yards, and 6 touchdowns. I would anticipate him having a 1,000-yard, 8-touchdown season this year at minimum.
Yeah, because I believe he's going to be their best target.
Right.
I mean, no disrespect to Quintez Cephas or to Tyrell Williams, but when you have a guy who is in the conversation of the best tight ends in the game, gonna have to go ahead and utilize him, and I'm hoping that he has a really big year. I still kind of want the Lions to be a little bit bad because I want that high draft pick. Just being honest,
right?
I think fans should want the Lions to not be that great this year because of that high draft pick. But at the same time, I do want to see some promise and a relationship building between Goff and Hockenson, because again, what that means is if Hockenson does well and Goff does well, that means that you don't have to waste those draft picks down the line on trying to find another quarterback, because Goff's only 26.
How close do you think we are to seeing Penei Sewell on this list? Because, I mean, coming out of the draft, everybody hyped him up as the best lineman to come out in 10 years, generational talent and all of that. So you would anticipate him being on the top 25 or under 25 list at some point, right?
I'm thinking maybe year 3.
Year 3?
Yeah, year 3. This year, learning curve, switching to a new position. Next year, he should be kind of like seeing more and more promise. I think by year 3 he'll be in that conversation solidified if he lives up to the expectations of that generational type talent.
What's crazy is he's got 5 years to be on this list. Like, he's only 20 years old, so there's a lot of time for him to grow.
That's a big 20-year-old right there,
dude. Absolutely.
Dude looks like he's 35.
Seeing him on camera, he's a big man. Seeing him in person is intimidating.
Is it?
That is just, you know, these guys are big because they're athletes. They're lifting weights. Just, you know, their size. We can see they're big guys, but just seeing them in person, like, yo, you're a real human.
Does he got that eye black like all over his eye like he did in college?
Yeah,
and then the thing is,
it's like war paint. It's not eye black. That's war paint.
And it's also hit or miss when at least when I saw him, whether he's walking off the field smiling or whether he's walking off the field pissed. I don't want to say pissed. I'll say focused.
Well, I think he's going to make this list at some point. What do you think about Lamar Jackson being the top quarterback under 25? You think that's fair?
I'm trying to think who some other quarterbacks under 25 are.
I mean, you got Joe Burrow. You got Justin Herbert. Those are the two that first initially pop in your head. You know, your Pat Mahomes is 25, so he can't make the list. Josh Allen is 25, so he can't make the list. Those were the young guys I was thinking of putting on the list.
Yeah.
Joe Burrow really hasn't proven it. Herbert, I don't know. Would you start a franchise with taking Herbert over Lamar Jackson at this point?
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
Here's the thing, though. I want to add this. You put Lamar Jackson there by default because he is under 25 and he is a former league MVP. So you can't overlook that. But I'm going to take one of Adam's phrases. Having said that, I believe if you're starting a team right now, you want the better quarterback talent. And I believe as a quarterback talent, Justin Herbert is a night and day better thrower of the football. So that is a guy who I would rather have over Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson is a great weapon, but there are limitations, and we've seen those limitations come back and bite the Ravens in the ass every single playoffs.
Yeah, looking back on Lamar Jackson's stats from last year, dude didn't even throw for 3,000 yards. Like 27-57, 64% completion percentage, 99.3 rating, so that's not awful.
You know what? The passing yards don't bother me that much if he could throw.
If it was balanced?
Yeah, if it was balanced. If he was just, running all over the field like that, but then he could still be in the pocket and throw. Like that's the one thing about Michael Vick. Michael Vick scrambled all over the field and whatnot, but Michael Vick could still throw. Lamar Jackson cannot throw.
Flick of the wrist. Vic's throwing that thing 80 yards.
Oh, man.
That was the craziest thing about Vic. Remember playing with Vic and Madden when that first came
unfair.
out?
It was unfair.
You would run around, and then you'd be running towards your end zone, just press, and he'd turn around and just throw a perfect spiral left-handed to someone.
You roll on the right side, and you're like running, and then just off.
Yeah, that's what I hated the Vic comparison, because it's like, Vic, they both run, but that was about it. Vic could throw if he had to.
Right.
Now you got me thinking about Madden. Vic goes down as the greatest Madden player of all time.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
All time.
It's tough to argue.
It was a cheat code.
Yeah. It's
My
tough
brothers
to
and
argue
I had rules where you could not be the Falcons because of that.
I mean, also Calvin was pretty. As long as you threw the ball up and made him catch, he'd outjump everybody.
I will say this. Catch.
Yeah.
I will say this: when I did play Madden, I had a lot of fun using Randy Moss.
Oh God, yeah.
Mossing people in the game.
Mossing people in the game. The other guy that I have a question about on this list is Josh Jacobs. He's a running back for the Raiders. He is talented. I have him on my Dynasty Fantasy Football team, so obviously I follow him very close. He has not been what he was hyped up to be coming out, and I don't know if it's the John Gruden offense that they're not using him, but they bring in another running back this year to kind of supplement some of the passing for him. I don't see him having a great year this year. In fact, I was trying to get rid of him in my league, to be honest with you. So
wow.
I don't love him on this list, but I understand why he's on it. I mean, Jonathan Taylor's a no-brainer.
I think if this guy was not facing some injury issues, Jacobs wouldn't have been on there, but Saquon Barkley would be.
Yeah, Saquon should definitely be on there, to me, well over Josh Jacobs.
Just off of the potential alone. But, I mean, I guess they're knocking him for the injury. But Saquon's 24, so, I mean.
Right, but when Saquon wasn't injured, the best running back in the league by far.
Night and day.
Right. So you're right, man. That should have been over Josh Jacobs. I agree on that. We got some more to talk about on this. Some other players that made the list we want to discuss. But first, let me tell you about MyBookie. MyBookie.com is where you need to go to place your bets. Adam, he was fixing some technical issues, so he didn't get to his bets today. But if you want to follow us on social media, he will post up a graphic later letting you know on his 5 best bets for you to place on today. And when you do it, make sure you go to MyBookie.com, enter promo code Woodward, and we will match your first deposit up to 50%. That is MyBookie.com. Enter promo code Woodward today when you sign up.
So what's up? My name is Sean Baligian. Glad to be a part of Baligian and Bell every day at 11. I'm the guy that gets pissed off at all the stupid sports fans out there.
What up, though? I'm Drake Bell here on the Baligian and Bell show here at Woodward Sports Network. Tap into the energetic Sean and the calm, smooth Drake Bell.
Imagine watching Conor Poirier on this screen right here. Imagine Theater in Royal Oak. Watch it live with us, UFC 264. Purchase your tickets right now at ImagineEntertainment.com.
That's going to be such a fun event with Art hosting the UFC watch party live at the Imagine Theater in Royal Oak. So if you want to come out and be a part of the party, it's going to be crazy, man, because we got the theater with like 200 people, and imagine 200 people just going wild when McGregor.
Screw the people, dude. That you see little baby Art in front of a projector screen that is literally the size of a basketball court.
Right. I've never watched a fight on a screen that big.
Me neither.
When I saw the Pacquiao, was it the Pacquiao Mayweather fight? I was in the Dominican Republic at a resort for that, and they had it on like a decent projector screen, but nothing like Imagine Theaters has. So come on out, sit in their big, comfy leather chairs. Proper 12 is going to be a part of it, as well as Jose Cuervo. So we're going to have some drink specials going on. It's just going to be a party. And if you've never watched Art freak out during these watch parties, it's one of my most, like, it's almost more entertaining than watching the fight itself.
And then you can hear him get into his UFC voice. UFC 264.
Talking, Conor McGregor is taking on Justin Poirier. That's my favorite matchup.
Especially if somebody gets knocked out. Oh my God!
He knocked him out! So, yeah, make sure you're watching that. It's going on the 10th of July, and we are all going to be there live watching it, and make sure you're a part of the party. Get your tickets right now.
Only $25 a ticket, too, so that is not bad whatsoever. So
cheaper than you'd pay for the fight if you were watching it at home. So
facts.
Yep. Yeah. Better sound, better comfort.
All right, let's get back into the NFL 2021 offensive team, all under 25. Obviously, the reason we're talking about this, TJ Hockenson has made the list, and it looks good to have a Lion up there, man. It's been a long time, I feel like, since we've had an up-and-comer that the league is looking at.
Like, in a good way. And it's shocking for it to be at tight end because, I mean, maybe it's that third time the charm in these past 20 years because, I mean, well, I don't say 20, maybe let's say 10, 15, because Brandon Pettigrew, dud.
Wank.
Eric Ebron, super dud.
Wank.
TJ Hockenson, I thought it was going to be a dud. We've seen my draft reaction. I was at the draft. I'm like,
yeah, you did. That's right.
And then this is one of the times I am so happy to be wrong. TJ Hockenson, I think, is going to have a great year. But it's just really, back to your point, it's really good to have a Lions player be on the forefront in a positive way.
And I saw some people commenting that Ragnow should be on this list as well. What do you think about putting Ragnow at center on this list?
I mean, all-pro.
It was a Pro Bowler, so, I mean, the guy that made the list wasn't a Pro Bowler.
Why is that? That's actually a good point.
I don't know.
Get that dude off that list.
Well,
his bum ass.
So is it under 25?
Yep, under 25.
Yeah, so he's 25.
Oh, okay. So well, there you go. That's why. Let's look at the wide receivers on this list, and I don't think we can debate any of them. A.J. Brown needs to be on this list. It's going to be crazy to see what he does with Julio Jones in the offense. Justin Jefferson, who came out like a fucking animal last year and just shocked the league, took over for Stephon Diggs and just took over that role and made Kirk Cousins look like an actual functioning quarterback.
And he broke the rookie receiving record in Detroit.
Of course it happened in Detroit, right? When Amir Abdullah was scoring his 2 touchdowns for the only touchdowns of the season.
Doing the Icewood, too, man.
And then hit us with the Icewood.
Man.
So, yeah, we love Justin Jefferson. Just hate that he's on the damn Vikings.
It's always that way. It's always someone that's in our division, of course.
And then, of course, the third wide receiver on this list, absolute beast mode, DK Metcalf. There's no way this guy should have been off the list. To me, he's everything that everybody thought he could be, but nobody knew that he was gonna be, I guess. Because he went late.
I didn't know he was going to be that. I'm not going to sit up here and say I did. I knew he was going to be good, but not that.
Oh, dude.
This is a freak of nature.
When he was posting pictures of his workouts just yoked and jacked like that before the NFL draft, and everyone's like, this guy's an absolute animal. It's like, all right, we've seen lots of ripped guys, but DK Metcalf is just on another level.
The one thing that almost turned me off on DK Metcalf, and it was not even his fault, it was national media rushing to put him over Megatron so soon.
Yeah.
And I was just like, don't make me hate this guy already because for no reason. I just want to enjoy watching him evolve. But when y'all start trying to put him in the Megatron category, let's pump the brakes for it.
But I mean, when you look at it though, I mean, you do see some similarities.
It's size.
Size
is the similar, and that's where it comes in. It's like, oh, this guy's 6'4". He can jump out of the gym. It's tough to guard him. He's Calvin Johnson, and that's it. Anybody that's short and fast is the next Tyreek Hill. Like, that's just how it goes. People don't have really creative brains. They always want to just
somebody the next.
Yeah, this is the next. When it's like, all right, well, who was the first Calvin Johnson then? Because Calvin Johnson came out and broke the damn mold.
I mean, realistically, there really was nobody that was like a Calvin Johnson type.
You could have said Calvin Johnson is the next T.O. because, big body type, a great wide receiver. But, Calvin Johnson was the first Calvin Johnson.
I think with certain wide receivers like that, there's only one Jerry Rice. There's only one Randy Moss. There's only one T.O. Calvin Johnson. And I think as he continues to evolve, there's only going to be one DK Metcalf.
Yeah, especially in Randy Moss's case. There's only one guy that's crackhead skinny and that amazing at everything. Like, Randy Moss was just, and that's what they call him, the freak. And that's exactly what he was.
So they're saying about Jamar Chase now, he's going to be the next Randy Moss.
He does have a chance to be there, man. We were talking about it last night because I had my Dynasty draft last night. And by the way, Trevor Lawrence fell to me at 10. Didn't think it was going to happen, but it happened.
At 10.
At 10,
He's going to be a bust. Watch.
I don't care.
It's going to be a bust.
Thanks, Joe, you asshole. No, I was so happy that Trevor Lawrence fell to me. I needed a quarterback. Now I don't have to re-sign Dak. I'm going to go all in and push for Travis Kelce in the auction, and we're going for it,
That's
baby.
Crazy.
This is my championship year. This is the year I built my team for.
I'm going to put stick on the spot. So I'm doing a paid league for my uncle's fantasy football league, and by which I love because he actually pays out. Because, some people don't do it.
Oh, yeah.
But I need you to be assistant GM.
I will help you with that.
Because my uncle was on my ass about the draft and the waiver wire. Like that one year I messed up. You didn't go get him on the waiver wire. What the F are you doing? Are you taking this serious? He's like that.
Okay. Yeah, between me and Adam, you will have plenty of fantasy football insight. Like, I can't wait. We were just talking about we're less than 30 days away from training camp and the NFL season beginning. And then, September 12th is going to be here before we know it, the first Lions home game. And then it's on, man. It's on for 17 weeks. Oh, God, I can't wait for the NFL season.
I'm doing fantasy football for my first time this year. First time.
If I'm not mistaken, hold on, let me just make sure I got the date right. Yeah, August 13th, though. I believe that's the first home preseason game.
Yep.
And I can't believe I'm saying this. I'm hyped for a preseason game.
Yes. I just want to get this thing underway.
Yeah.
And I feel like with COVID, too, like we've all just been caged animals. And, come football season, Ford Field's going to have 65,000 people back in it.
That first week at Eastern Market is about to be nuts.
Yes. Well, and you're going to have the best experience because you went to the stadium and watched a game while it was completely empty.
And that was brutal.
And then brutal. This year, it's going to be a nut house, at least for the first couple games. If the Lions start losing, it may go downhill, but at least for the first couple games.
Look, even when the Lions were losing, Ford, even under the Matt Patricia era, Ford Field is effing nuts every week.
Yes.
Like, it's loud as hell, so I can only imagine after a year layoff how loud it's going to be now, because now I'm probably going to be in the press box instead of the field, I'm thinking. I don't know.
Moving on up.
Oh, yeah.
To the press box.
Corey was going to hit him with it. I saw it.
But, man, I just can't wait. I know you guys can't wait either. It's going to be a fun season.
Yeah, looking forward to the NFL season, and the fact that we have a top guy under 25. That's what we want to see out of the Lions. Keep it going. Big draft this year. We expect Amon-Ra to do decent and be a decent slot receiver.
He's been working this offseason. I'm seeing it all on the social media.
Yeah. So NFL season just around the corner. I cannot believe we're 29 days away from it. But before that, we're also 29 days away from the NBA draft, and we're like 21 days, something like that, away from the NHL draft. Like, we got a lot of stuff coming. Normally, this is like the dull time for sports, But with the Pistons having that #1 overall pick, the Red Wings looking to make moves in the second year of Yzerman drafting, and the Lions starting up, like, we're just picking up momentum into the season.
And college football, too.
Yeah, and you can't forget about Michigan, Michigan State, Wayne State. You know, it's going to be a fun year around here in Detroit. All of our teams are trending up, and the Woodward Sports Network is here to bring it all to you Detroit style.
You know what we're 319 days away from?
What's that?
Somebody watching right now to get their new career from Northwestern Tech.
Is that how long 10.5 months is?
Months. I had to Google search it, I won't lie. But you got to go to northwesterntech.edu. Check it out for yourself, because this could be that new career that you need. You didn't even know that this is what you wanted. But I'm telling you, when you hear about a 10.5-month hands-on HVAC program, why not learn more about it? Check them out, northwesterntech.edu.
Welcome to the Call Sam Chopper Shop, where you can win a custom-built chopper while helping our veterans at the same time.
Watch as the Bad Pig Custom Team turns this bike into a one-of-a-kind classic chopper.
And when it's finished, we'll be donating the bike to Volunteers of America Michigan to raffle off in support of our vets.
A great cause to give back to those who've given so much.
Watch for Call Sam Chopper Shop episodes on our social media channels and get your raffle ticket today at callsam.com/chopper shop.
Good morning, everyone.
Extra, extra, read all about it.
Let's get into Joey's news.
Let's go.
The upset. Are we calling it an upset, actually?
I was upset. I was upset that I was wrong.
No, upset. Trae Young ruled out just before Game 4, and the Bucks still lose to the Hawks by 22 points. And yes, we all know Giannis did go down. It was scary, but even before that, they were down. They were down by 13, I think it was, at halftime. And you just see the hyperextension in Giannis's left knee right here.
Oh, man.
I fear it's just like a severe ACL injury that's going to keep him out for
we've seen people bounce back from hyperextensions like this, because sometimes it's just the immediate soreness, but at the same time, we've also seen people tear and be out. Oh, God. Knees don't bend that way. We're not birds.
This series is tied up 2-2. I understand that people are saying, I understand some people are like, if he's healthy, put him out there. If Trae Young is out for Game 5, I would honestly sit Giannis for Game 5. Just, it's you don't want to risk it. Like that knee is.
I know, but I just love how we're just watching the benches play each other at this point.
Basically, it's really survival of the fittest out here, and this is what you get from having the shortest turnaround of any professional sports to start the next season. Glad the NBA is going back to normal as we all get back to normal, because all that short turnaround, all those games closed, pushed so close together. We've seen look at all the stars that are not in the playoffs.
Yeah, every team is without a star, period. Except the Suns, who were without their star
now he's
for
back in action.
3 weeks, right?
But the thing about it, though, like, you look at it, this is going to happen. Injuries are going to happen. And when you see the way that the Bucks are without Giannis versus the Hawks are without Trae Young, it's crazy. The Hawks, every single one of them players, you look at Herter, you look at Capella, Lou Williams, Bogdan, they all stepped up. They did what they had to do, knowing that their star was out of there. But the Bucks, they couldn't even do it with their star when that game started.
Yeah. Crazy series. I don't know what to think of it anymore. Every time I think it's like, oh, okay, this thing's over, it's like, wait, the Hawks bench just beat the hell out of the Bucks bench. Like, who knows what we're left with in this series by the end of it?
I'm telling you right now, if we get
Clippers Hawks,
it's real. You know what? The sad thing is that could actually happen, especially if the Clippers win tonight.
If they win tonight, all momentum towards Clippers.
I'm telling you right now. There's a Clippers-Hawks finals, and there's no Trae Young, no Kawhi. It's going to be hard for me to be interested.
Well, I'm watching the sports with Fish.
There we go. Watch some cricket.
Sumo's back.
Right.
Our whole update's going to be about sumo wrestling.
Did I hear sumo?
Larry Brown has agreed to be an assistant coach at Memphis with Penny Hardaway. Them two together. It's going to be a good one. Penny's going to learn a lot from this legend right here.
Pound for pound, Larry Brown, baby.
Love it. Brings a lot of credibility to the staff. It's going to accelerate Penny Hardaway becoming an even greater coach, and I think it's going to you got a guy who's going to teach all of these younger players the fundamentals that they need to learn and how to, as we all love, play the game the right way.
Yep.
there's big things. I like guys like Penny Hardaway and Juwan Howard, going back to the roots and becoming head coaches, because those guys still have a lot of influence.
Those are real basketball minds from that era too.
Yeah.
It's different now. Billups,
Chauncey,
man, this whole thing is not gonna get ugly. We're gonna really start to see a lot that we never heard from 1997 with his sexual allegations. And he came out yesterday and actually talked on this. There was a press conference that was being held where the media asked him, and I respect it for actually answering it and not shying away from the question.
Yeah, at least he didn't hide from it. But, to me, like we were saying earlier, this is like a soft admission of guilt.
Of course.
Yeah.
So let's hear what Chauncey had to say.
I first want to talk about a little bit what Neil talked about, and that's the incident that happened in 1997. There's not a day that goes by that I don't think about how every decision that we make could have a profound impact on a person's life. I learned at a very young age as a player, and not only a player, but a young man, a young adult, that every decision has consequences, and that's led to some really, really healthy but tough conversations that I've had to have with my wife, who was my girlfriend at the time in 1997, and my daughters, about what actually happened and about what they may have to read about me in the news and in the media. But this experience has shaped my life in so many different ways. My decision making, obviously, who I allow to be in my life, the friendships and the relationships that I have, and how I go about them. It's impacted every decision that I make. It really.
It's just crazy when he talks about how it was his girlfriend at the time and now they're married and now they got girls together. It's like the fact that she stuck with him throughout all of this, it's got me thinking.
A lot of those comments have me thinking, and I'm going to take some more time to process them, but really it's just, it seems like Chauncey knows what he did was wrong, knows that the people he surrounded himself with probably did something wrong, and he didn't stop it. That's what I'm taking from this, and that's got to be a lesson to every man, boy, child that's watching this show right now, is if you see something being done wrong, stop it. And you won't have to deal with this shit 24 years down the road, and that's really a main thing. Like, it's okay. Let your boys clown you for stopping something. Let your boys think you're an asshole for stopping something. But not only are you saving yourself, you're saving the victim, and you're helping your boy in the long run.
Definitely. I've been in that position. I ain't going to say,
of
course I'm not going to drop no dime with his name, but I stopped him from doing something. And one, the girl appreciated that I intervened. And also, two, he ain't dealing with no smoke.
Right.
And
are you still friends with him now?
Huh?
Are you still friends with him now?
I'm cool because it was we all talked about it. It was just one of those moments where it was just like, hey.
Did he ever thank you?
He didn't thank me, but she did. She thanked me, and me and her actually got really cool because of that.
Thanking you for not getting arrested. Shit.
Yeah, she thanked me because of that, because she was just like, hey, normally when a guy touches a girl like that, guys wouldn't intervene, and you stepped in. I was drunk too, but he said she said you weren't that drunk where you didn't intervene. Like, hey, what the fuck are you doing?
Right. No, it's like Boondock Saints, man. If good men start ignoring bad deeds, you're just as bad as the people doing it.
Yeah.
So you gotta stand up. You gotta do the right thing. Like I said, even if it's your boys clowning on you. Luckily, I feel like I've never been put in this position, but I think my friends would know if this shit ever popped off around me. I'd walk up to him, smack him in the back of the head, and be like, "What are you doing? Like, we're better than this, period. There's no reason for this." So hopefully Chauncey, comes out of this cleaner. I don't know, but
he definitely got some guilt. You could tell he got some guilt in his voice, the way he speaks, but the family's still together. So who knows what this is going to result in, but I hope for the best for sure on this one.
Yes, sir.
We move on to Coach Cal of Kentucky, the coolest coach with these pool parties. Look at this viral TikTok.
Look at, he's coaching them up on how to alley-oop it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, dunk! Yes! That's awesome.
Oh, it's got to be such a fun pool party to be at.
I love when they have basketball hoops at pools. We had one when I was growing up, and that thing, it turned into murder ball, man. Like, going to the rim, you knew you were getting a bloody nose, but you had to get that shot up.
As long as you scored, it don't matter.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
And Serena Williams retiring with an injury from round 1 match at Wimbledon, and it was just crazy seeing her emotions. Serena,
tough.
you know, it's tough to see her go down that way.
Yeah, she was crying on the court. Like, me and Fish were watching. I'm like, Fish, what's she crying for? And he didn't know, and I didn't know. Then they showed the replay of her getting injured, and it was tough.
Man, one of the greatest athletes ever, and I think Father Time might be catching up with her. I mean, it's crazy to say because she's been dominant for so long, but I mean, Father Time catches everybody.
Yep.
And one of the greatest baseball players of all time now, crowning him early. Shohei freaking Ohtani, 28 home runs this season and 2 yesterday. Low key, I think.
Did he do it again? He got another one! There is no containing this dude.
No containing.
You can't stop him. You can only hope to contain him.
They can't do that either.
Yeah, you can't do anything with that guy. Just don't pitch to him. Just stay away from him.
Just walk him every single time he bats. Colorado Rockies' German Marquez flirted with the no-hitter versus the Pirates. Came 3 outs away from setting an MLB record, but it's always on that one teammate. And at this point, when Trevor Story made this catch right here, he was still up for that no-hitter.
Oh, nice catch.
Hats off. You got my back, baby.
Yeah. Got to show love when they got your back like that.
You ever make any of those in softball?
I have not this season, though. Adam made a hell of a play a couple weeks ago, though, like into the hole, sliding, and then standing up and gunning the kid out at second. It was a big play for us, too. This week, Joik's playing with us again.
Again?
Yeah, on Thursday, Joik's playing with us again.
Nice. Who's out this week?
A kid from our team got suspended for 2 years from the league.
What?
Doping. No, I don't know what it was. He plays in another league, but the same overall conference.
Oh, so it's under the same league.
The West Bloomfield Association or whatever. But he got banned for 2 years last Wednesday for something. I don't know what it is, and I'm not going to call him out. But yeah, I got the call like, "Hey, can Joik play? Because so and so got suspended." I
was it fighting?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. I don't know, and I don't want to say anything.
Was it doping?
I don't know.
I don't know.
But he gone. That's all I know. And
here's my thing.
He was a hell of a player, too, which sucks.
What's a 2-year suspension going to do? Either get him out for good or...
I don't know. Like, to me, that's a crazy, long time.
Can we get him on the show?
I'll talk to him, yeah.
Come on.
I'll talk to him.
Come on.
I don't know if he wants to... I don't know what happened, so I don't know if he even wants to talk about it. Like, that's why I'm not saying his name right now. But yeah, I'll message him and see if he wants to come on
Corey,
the show.
We're going to the game on Thursday. Process of elimination. All right. We're going to go and we're going to find out who this dude is.
I mean, I'll tell you guys off the air, but I just don't want to call him out on the air right now.
Damn it, Adam.
You really don't know what he did?
I don't know what he did. I'll find out what he did Thursday night.
Sticky stuff. He got busted.
Yeah, that was it.
Does your umpire do that?
No. But knowing him, it was probably a fight because I almost got in a fight with him last year when kids were talking trash. And, I was standing up for him because 2 guys were picking on him. Then we were going through the high five line, and I hit the guy's hand really hard on the high five line and knocked it into his face, and it almost started a ruckus.
Yeah, you lost that game, didn't you?
No, we won the game.
You won it.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah, no, I just don't like people talking trash to my teammates. I'll smack anybody who talks trash to anybody in this building.
After that ugly 13-5 loss the Tigers took against the Indians, we are back at Redemption. Today, 4:10 is the next game, and just wanted to show this photo. And honestly, if you do know who took this photo, we got to give them credit. Someone stole it on Twitter, and now I'm stealing it on our show. Beautiful photo. You see the lightning strike right over there above Comerica Park. Just beautiful.
That is an amazing shot right now. The beauty of Detroit right there on display. Love it.
Hopefully no more rain for this whole weekend.
Right.
Please. And lastly, in the College World Series, Mississippi State sends it to a final Game 7 after the first...
Game 3.
Yeah, my bad. Game 3. After that first game where Vanderbilt gave them the ass whooping, Mississippi State bounced back, gave them the 13-2 ass whooping. And look at the picture right here saying a Woodward Sports.
Let's go! That's a big dude right there. You know that guy can heave the ball, man.
Oh, yeah. So that Game 3 final. Winner takes all.
That's right. And now it's time for Jeff.
Jeffrey.
Jeff, I think the audio's working now. We got your videos ready to rock. Are you ready to go?
Oh, I'm ready to go. Today on What's Trending with Jeff, we have a themed episode for today. It's about showing why these kids are built different. The first one, we have a 7th grader. Think about that, 7th grader. You know, if you see a 7th grader shoot a 3-ball anywhere else, it's impressive. But once you see a kid pull up from half court and point at the court before he pulls up, it's different. I mean, I don't know what this dude's working on in the gym, but he's doing it right.
Dude, that is some extra swag, too, when you point at your spot and go shoot from it.
And what happens as the coach? What if you miss it? Are you mad? He made it, so it's like, okay, all right.
Play that back. I want to see what his shoes look like. That looks like the kid that's laced up. Any kid that could talk like that, what's he got on?
Look at him, points
right
and just lets it fly. It just
Buckets.
And yeah, there you go. They must have been up 30 at that point. But the second video is a good old little brother, big brother banter. We've all had those moments when we were little. You hurt your sibling. You just tell him, be quiet. Don't let mom hear. This is similar to that. Little brother pitches to his big brother, which is probably a mistake because big brothers can hit hard, and they can hit the ball very hard. So this clip right here, if Alex has it up, it's hilarious. It's been around for a little bit. It's not new, but the kid absolutely got laid out. Absolutely laid out.
The sound makes that video so much better.
Right, and if you keep watching, he attempts to throw it still. Like he gets up, he falls. He's like, no, I'm not done here. But yeah, I thought that was hilarious.
Man, how you ain't catch that ball?
Play that one more time if you can, please. One more time, because I want to hear this hit the kid's face.
Yeah, the impact is
What's
ridiculous.
it?
Almost did a back shot. Almost did a back flip.
Dude, that was. He's still alive, the kid says. That's amazing.
You gotta love it.
So that is What's Trending with Jeff. We do it every day with Joey's News. So, Jeff, thank you so much for coming on and doing all of our social. Hey, who won the kick for crypto? You already pulled that winner?
Yep, it's Jake from YouTube. I already got his info. So.
Jake from YouTube?
Yep.
All right, congratulations, Jake from YouTube. We'll be in contact with you and let you know about the finale going on July 23rd, where you got a chance to win $25K in the kick for crypto. Let's do this. We got a puppy in the building, and everybody loves to see the puppies. So we're going to see it next right here on the Woodward Sports Network.
Hey, it's Joey from Woodward Sports at my favorite downtown Fenton, Bridge Street Exchange. Let's go check out their beautiful store. You know we love Michigan summers. Got to turn up on the lake. Pre-made mixed drinks. They even got their own beautiful Bridge Street Exchange t-shirts. I got mine on. Jewelry, they got you here. I got mine on. Titanium Buzz. If you're not quite ready to ask that big question yet with the jewelry, look nice for your girl. They got polos. And last but not least, the most comfortable shoes on the planet. Hey Dude. They're literally called Hey Dude. Shop here at Bridge Street Exchange, downtown Fenton. Support a locally owned business.
Welcome back. It is the Morning Woodward Show, live on the Woodward Sports Network, Detroit's all-digital sports network, where you can watch us on live streaming Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch, and of course our app, which is free for download for you in Apple or Google Play stores, so go get it today. Just search Woodward Sports in your store. So it is Wednesday, and we've done this pretty much since we started the network, and we absolutely love these people. They come in every Wednesday with a new dog for you to adopt. Detroit Dog Rescue is here, and Ashley, who do you have today? Make sure your dog is in the mic. There we go.
So today I have Nash,
Aww,
who is
Nash.
actually the brother of Ruger, who was here last week.
Did Ruger get adopted?
Ruger did get adopted.
Yes.
Yeah, yep. So Nash is ready for his forever home.
You want me to take them?
Yeah.
Hey, how do you think that is? How do you think that is for dogs when like the brothers got to split up?
Yeah,
That's
so
got to be hard on these doggies.
It definitely is hard, but that's kind of why we focus on getting them into foster homes with other dogs, other animals. It helps with their socialization, and then it helps them kind of transition into a new home too.
He
So.
smells like a puppy.
Yeah.
So you got nice ties with this dog, huh? You're saying you're loving this pup right here.
Yeah, I've dealt with a lot of puppies, and he has been the best, most chill.
He takes some Woody on
you. Awesome puppy. He's really good.
So what's his story?
Yeah, so he came in with Ruger, with a few other puppies his age, and I honestly don't know too much, but I'm assuming that it's kind of the basic story we hear. People who don't get their dog fixed or neutered, their dog comes back pregnant, they can't take care of the puppies, and
then they just let them loose?
Sometimes they let them loose. Hopefully, if they're responsible, they surrender them to a shelter like Detroit Dog Rescue, other places. But unfortunately, that's how, we have so many puppies in the shelter system. So
how many dogs do you guys have right now?
Yeah, so right now we're getting a little. We're on the lower side. We have about 40 dogs, which is good, but we're planning on taking more and more every week. We're taking in more. So
you guys go and get 10, 20 dogs at a time.
Yeah, we do. We get them all vetted, get them in foster homes, get them ready for their forever homes, and
that's the one thing about Detroit Dog Rescue. Like, I have family members that have dogs, and they just go get them from a pet store, like a regular pet store. But when you see the dogs that come through Detroit Dog Rescue, they're all amazing. Like, you don't bring the good dogs on the show. You bring all the dogs on the show.
Yeah.
Every single week. They're good dogs, and I get to obviously know my brother Woody really well, and you see what a good dog he is.
The best dog I've ever had in my life, period. I love Woody so much.
Yeah.
And Detroit Dog Rescue does such a good job with that. And, yeah, when you see these little guys, just know you can go to DetroitDogRescue.com and sift through. They have profiles for all of them. So if you're looking for a specific kind of dog to adopt, they have that for you. If you're just looking to maybe just look at some puppies and feel good about yourself, they have them. And what I love about Detroit Dog Rescue, and I can't stress it enough, it's a no-kill shelter. This isn't a life sentence for this little guy. They will find him a home at some point, whether he's got to live with Ashley for 4 years or not.
But, yeah.
What's the
sometimes it
longest
happens.
you've ever had to foster a dog?
Honestly, it hasn't been too long. I just moved into a new house, so I started picking up fostering again. But I think the longest one so far has been maybe like 3 or 4 months.
3 or 4 months? Okay.
Yeah. And that was just because she was shy and kind of shut down, so we just wanted to make sure she was, in the best place to set her up for success.
Can we start keeping track of the dogs that you bring in here so we can do follow-up stories with them? Because I love that they come in, but I really want to find out, my mom was obsessed with Pam.
Yeah.
How's Pam doing?
Yeah,
Where is Pam today?
Yeah.
But, all the puppies that you bring in here, because we take pictures with them and then we kind of never see them again. Like Ruger last week, he's been adopted. I want to know what Ruger's like in 3 months to a year.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
we'll definitely get that set up.
I think that'd be awesome to add to this, and show people not only are they affecting things in the immediate, like the long term, the family member that you're bringing in anytime you bring a puppy and stuff like that. So, I mean, Detroit Dog Rescue, so good, so amazing for the city of Detroit. You guys are kind of taking on the Detroit Animal Shelter right now, making sure they're being held to the same standards or better standards than anybody has been. They got to make sure these dogs are healthy if you're taking them in. I don't want to get too far into it because, you guys are leading the charge on it, but just know we have your back 100%.
Awesome. Thank you.
And anything you need for us on that end, we will be there for you too. And if you guys don't want a dog, or you do want a dog but can't have a dog right now, which I was for the longest time, just $5 donation will feed this puppy for a week. That's it. $5 will feed the puppy for a week. So if you donate $20, you're feeding them for an entire month. So go to DetroitDogRescue.com right now. And this little guy is ready to rock. He is so chill.
He is.
He's been That's just how he is.
That's just how he is.
He has his moments of puppy play, and then it's nap time. So.
That's awesome. What a great dog. And thank you for coming in. Every Wednesday, the Detroit Dog Rescue is here. And if you guys want to help, if you want to volunteer, go ahead. And Mikey TikTok from here put in an application for one of the dogs. And he said, make sure they call me back.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's awesome.
I did try and call him on Monday, and I have to return his call. But
pick up the phone, Mike, when they try to call. They're busy people. They got time for your shit. So thank you so much for coming on. We appreciate having you here every Wednesday. Make sure you go to DetroitDogRescue.com today and help the city and help a puppy and help yourself, man. These dogs bring so much life into your home. Coming up next, we have Fish with some tremendous facts.
Hi, I'm David Hall from Hall Financial. With historically low interest rates and 5-star service, you could pay your mortgage off faster without increasing your monthly payment. Get started now at 248-308-5000 or chat with us online. Call hallfirst.com.
Is it time? Yeah, it is. Fish!
Go fish. Fish facts.
It's fish!
All right, it is about 9:50, so that means the one, the only Fish is here with his facts. What you got for us today, buddy?
I'm not in a booth anymore. I'm actually out in the open.
Yeah, but the booth mic or the booth camera's not working, so we got to get your beautiful face on.
Well, I'm not
Jeff's
complaining.
camera.
I'm just saying I'm in a different surrounding. I don't like
how does the fish survive outside of the water?
Well, I'm a land fish.
I'm a
We
land
talked
fish.
about this like 2 or 3 weeks ago. It's coming home, by the way, and we have a video to symbolize why it's coming home. England beat Germany yesterday in the Euros. Adam won some money on that game, and they looked very happy when they won, as you can see by the celebrations that they had.
That's going to be us if somebody makes the 25K kick for crypto.
Oh, man.
Yes, that should be us. Just throw drinks in the air.
Yep.
So, yeah, they won. It's coming home, and we start with the facts today. Charles Barkley. Everybody loves Charles Barkley, right? Hopefully you guys do. For the first time ever, Chuck has gotten 3 straight guarantees right.
Wow.
Way to go, Chuck.
After 1,700 wrong in a row.
Yeah, he's actually looking good. We go to the NBA All-Star Game, and I'll tell you why I'm talking about the NBA All-Star Game in a minute. The teams for the West team, Chris Paul, Mike Conley, Donovan Mitchell, Kawhi Leonard, Anthony Davis. East team, James Harden, Kyrie Irving, Jaylen Brown, Antetokounmpo, and Joel Embiid. Well, yes, that is the All-Star team, but it's also the list of injured All-Stars this playoff.
Oh, wow. That is crazy. So the whole All-Star team's injured?
The whole All-Star teams are injured for both teams.
Wow.
They are all injured. So, yeah, the NBA. We go to...